E aí, como é que vocês estão? Eu tô bem. Só tossindo mesmo e coçando a garganta. Tipo, eu sei que o último vídeo foi 52 minutos e eu acabei demorando a postar. Era pro vídeo ter saído mais cedo, muito mais cedo. Só que eu vi que eu
I
tava.
left Sumeru,
Eita, eu cliquei
but
sem querer.
I also stayed
Calma, não
Sumeru.
terminei de falar. Só que eu cliquei sem querer pra enviar o vídeo duas vezes. Então meio que o vídeo tava em crone. Não sei explicar, tipo, copiado um ao outro. E por isso que demorou pra caralho. E no fim, acabou que eu tive que. Eu tive que apagar um pro outro enviar, né? Porque, né, tava bem dois vídeos igual, como se fosse cópia. Porque tinha bugado, eu achei que não tinha enviado. É porque assim que eu terminei de gravar aquilo de 2 horas, eu fui lá postar. E no mesmo momento eu entrei no Genshin pra gravar. E quando eu voltei, o vídeo não tava lá sendo enviado, tipo, não tá mostrando. Aí eu fui enviar de novo. Depois eu fui ver que os dois estavam sendo enviados. Aí eu tive que excluir o antigo pro. Não, tive que excluir um dos dois pro outro postar. Eu postei o que tava demorando mais pra enviar o outro. Então nem faço ideia qual que é. Mas não faz diferença porque os dois é a mesma coisa, entendeu? Aí depois eu coloquei o outro pra enviar depois, o de 56 minutos. E o de 50 minutos não deu pra gravar mais porque tava realmente sem espaço. Porque o de 2 horas ocupou muito espaço de armazenamento. Mas esse aqui vai dar pra. Esse aqui vai dar pra. Sei lá. Fica muito grande. Porque não tem mais nenhum vídeo aqui no celular. Então, tipo, se esse aqui der 3 horas, vai dar 3 horas. É isso, tá ligado? Esse vai ser o último da história. Porque eu vou ficar aqui até o final. Então é isso. Desculpem a enrolação. É só isso que eu queria deixar avisado mesmo. Então vamos continuar. Vamos continuar então.
Even the god of wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition.
You mean there are many different versions of you?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of
Desculpem
how I
aí.
observe the world.
Essa parte nós já viram,
Observation is
né?
the first step of any
Até
experiment.
onde a gente viram?
But observing
Até
the
onde a gente
current
viu
world
mesmo?
doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension. That of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into That's all there is to it. Indulge me.
It's an insult to the very concept of life inherently has
É na
many
parte que ela
rules and
fala em
restrictions,
negociar, não é?
each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves.
Since you are in the academia, why wait until now to show up?
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the mid? It was my experiment. So why should I?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. Yet you only saw this. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. Would you still take the same stance?
Nossa,
Would you
ficou
still
muito pra
hold the same
trás.
view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that out.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit yours. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over and it's, for example, Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force.
Foi mais ou menos aí.
I'm merely stating a fact.
Foi mais ou menos aí que eu parei. Que nós paramos, quer dizer.
After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Essa parte eu não vi não, viu? Foi por aí mesmo.
Awaken. Do you think that's really possible?
A gnose da Baal, meu Deus. E pensar que ela tá bem na mão da Kusanali.
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Caralho, minha garganta. Você vai apostar tal possibilidade contra mim?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the god of wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what...
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
Nossa, boa. Boa, amei, amei, amei. Isso.
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, How can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
Mas que porra é essa?
I have been so
Caralho.
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there?
A gnose dela tá guardada com ela, né? Bom, se não tá se não tá com o doutor, ele tá com ela, certeza. Em algum lugar.
Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh. Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the God of Wisdom, how...
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Ai, ai. Não
Let me
toque.
ask you,
Não toque com o
have you,
Zanari.
in all your mighty knowledge, ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Eita! Eita, caralho! Isso aqui deixa todo mundo louco. Desde quando os caras falou que o céu é falso, todo mundo ficou louco por conta disso. E agora eu quero ver as teorias que vai ter sobre isso.
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Não consigo pular. Não consigo. Ah, tá. Ah, não vai revelar pra nós? Sacanagem. Sacanagem. Ah, a gente não tá sabendo de nada. Muito sacanagem isso aí. Droga. Vamos ficar curioso. Vamos ficar curioso pra saber o que era. Era sobre esse bagulho de céu falso. E agora vai esconder de nós toda a verdade. De novo. Caralho. Meu Deus.
Okay. Are you awake? Polly says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning!
Como é que
How are
eu...
you feeling today?
Como que o viajante foi parar lá na cola e, tipo, caralho, olha a distância. Meu Deus.
Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tanari can stop us from going out now, right?
Ah, foi o sino. Nossa, que lindo. O sino trouxe ele até ali. Gostei, amei também. Muito bom. Que o Tigna reclamou que o sino estava sempre mandando a gente pra ele. Ai, ai. Mas ele cuidou muito bem de nós. Ah, não. Finalmente não recuperando o suficiente para conseguir voltar.
Come on, Traveler, let's go!
E agora? Ah, não. Ah, não. De novo, não. Ah, não é possível. Não é possível. Deixa eu ver um negócio aqui. Pronto. Pera aí. A constelação dele... Ah, tá. Não é nada não. Pô, sacanagem. Eu vou pausar. Eu não quero fazer um vídeo de curtinho e depois fazer... Não. É o seguinte, eu vou terminar essa missão que está ocupada, e continuar a história, beleza? O ritmo quente das ruas.
If you're not sure...
Tá. Ah, eu vou ter que fazer... Não, pera.
what to do.
Ah, a missão da Nilou. Meu Deus, eu vou ter que fazer a missão da Nilou de novo. Só pra concluir um negócio. Caralho, hein?
Next,
Calma aí
how
então.
about I take you on a walk?
Vou fazer essa missão e já volto, hein? Pronto, eu finalmente terminei. Agora dá pra continuar a missão de boa. Imagino eu. Imagino eu que dê. Ah, vamos lá, né? Falar com a cola aí.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yep. I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy. Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar,
I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
É, agora não tem mais o Eleazar.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Milu. Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra.
Nós vamos fazer um banquete no grande bazar e celebrar a restauração de Sino como... Oh! Ai, que lindo!
As heroes
Quero
of
muito ver
Sumeru,
isso.
please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you.
Compareçam,
The date of the
esperarei
banquet is
por
written on the
vocês.
back. It's in 2 days.
A data do banquete está escrita na verso, será em 2 dias.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you. Oh, you're embarrassing me.
Ai, ai.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainar.
Vamos lá falar que te enganaram. Te enganaram. Te enganaram. É. Falta só ele.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still
Yes.
some residual effects.
Residuais.
The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
Não vão desaparecer. Os guardas florestais precisam do seu trabalho. Ah.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was
Caralho,
already
já
here?
falou antes
Why
já.
didn't he come to say hi to us?
Ele estava aqui? Nossa.
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
And you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Milu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Ah, ele talvez não saiba mesmo.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh? VIPs?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers.
Interessante.
Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest.
Eita.
When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that
Eita.
the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again.
Que bom, hein? Muito bom ver isso.
As a result, work has increased for the forest
Agora ninguém
rangers.
mais vai chamar ela de fraca. Pelo menos isso também. Ou duvidar dela.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that...
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay! Will do! The rainforest is the best place.
Olha o brinde. Isso. Vamos lá. Nossa, não tem teleporte aqui perto, não. Ah, é porque é lá dentro, né? É na parte de dentro. Agora eu não sei se entra por essa parte ou na outra parte de baixo. Eu não sei por onde entra mais. Na verdade sei sim. Porque tem até o caminho guiado. Então dá pra seguir. É pra baixo mesmo. Nossa, caralho, achei que eu ia cair. Nossa, achei que eu realmente ia cair tudo pra baixo. É na academia? Não. Tem algo errado. Dá pra descer mais? Tá, e agora? Pra onde eu vou? Não, não é pra cá. Nossa, eu tô todo perdido agora. Puta que pariu. E a cada vez eu só tô me afastando mais. Eu acho que é pra cá mesmo, viu? Eu acho que é pra cá mesmo. É. Realmente. Era pra cá. Era tudo embaixo. Não era pra eu ter ido lá pra cima. Era pra ter ido tudo embaixo. Ah, meu Deus, o jogo fechou, que bosta. O jogo crashou. Eu realmente não entendo porque o Genshin crasha do nada. Isso tá me irritando. Tive que abrir ele de novo. Simplesmente porque crashou. Ué, não faz sentido. Tipo, chegou lá na missão. Saiu o jogo. Tipo, só saiu mesmo. Qual sentido? Não tem sentido. Só fechou mesmo. Do nada. Tipo, porque sim, tá ligado? Eu vou ter que esperar essa merda de load de novo. Não, beleza. Beleza. O chato é. Agora vai ficar. Vai ficar ocupando tempo. Tipo, o loading e o jogo crashando aparecendo no meio do vídeo. Estraga completamente o vídeo. Ah, toma no cu.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's effective.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides,
I was thinking the same thing. Hey, Nilu!
Eita.
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah, I had someone
Nossa,
deliver
que
letters to
triste.
all of our guests.
Só
But
o
maybe
viajante
everyone is so
chegou.
busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all. You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dance as having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
that's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may...
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a
Fontaine?
camera that can
Tá
record
mencionando
people's appearances as
Fontaine?
pictures.
Do nada.
Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Do nada.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can...
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being...
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here. check out how everything in
Não,
Sumeru is going now.
eu não vou precisar visitar todo mundo, não, né? Tipo, pra avisar, não, né? Não é possível, eu não quero fazer isso, não.
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time.
Ah, tá.
I'm not too sure about Rahman's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me. Okay, got it. Let's go, traveler.
Ah, caralho, muita gente pra falar. Estamos chegando, vamos lá. Ué? Mais em cima? A academia, né?
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Al-Haytham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way. Where's...
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in room.
Na casa de Dina. Daína. Dina não, Daína. Daína, sei lá. Vamos lá.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
Caralho! Esse personagem, se não me engano, ele é bem importante. Ele... Nossa, não creio, do nada, estou em choque. Estou em choque que... caralho. Bom, não lembro o nome dele. É aquele personagem lá de Fontaine, eu acho que é Fontaine. Ou... Não lembro mesmo.
This is not just some worthless
Livro
book.
inútil.
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to...
Oh, you sound surprised.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me.
Well, I almost...
Huh?
Oh, don't
Tem um
sound too
vermelho.
surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Kasharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman...
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well...
You... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude all...
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low?
Caralho, tá ameaçando ele.
And don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Eita.
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all...
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Vamos lá falar com ele.
Everyone hold hands. Hey, Alhaitham.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zino's re-
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
Recentemente a academia inteira ficou praticamente de cabeça para baixo. Caralho.
Henry told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. Four of the 6th grade sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the academia. I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time.
Yes. At least, it's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans, attaching themselves to the 6th grade schools, have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Academia.
Interessante.
Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6th grade schools, and the leaders among the 6th grade sages, there is one central leader. The Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now?
Yes.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia.
A pessoa encarregada dos
I
assuntos
refused.
pessoais que me nomeou a ser grande sábio no lugar do Azar é ajudá-lo a administrar a Kusanali, administrador da academia, mas eu recusei. Caralho, por que recusou?
Why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6th grade sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh,
Ah, ele não gosta de ser líder.
So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the new sages take office. Then the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way,
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's what Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Olha, ele sorriu. O que mais que falta agora? Dá pra voltar lá, né? Já imaginava. Nossa, tá muito longe. Pronto. Se estamos indo no Porto de Orsmo, deve ser pra falar com a DRA. Certeza que é pra falar com a DRA. Aí depois vai voltar o Danny Hazard e o sino.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Danny Hazard?
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you
Oi,
doing?
ela aí.
Dunyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about
Olha
it.
ela aí, ó. Aí ela.
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever! Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a
Ele
good
não
time
falou
to
isso
find a
também.
job
Ele
at the
não falou isso
academia,
mesmo.
but only if I wanted to.
Whoa. Hyman can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight, so he suggested I find some work in the academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing!
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again.
Acho que ser livre.
Once the whole
É,
Dendro Archon thing is
literalmente isso
settled,
mesmo.
everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second! You make it sound like you're leaving.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from me.
Oh, did Nilu write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is a...
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically write to us.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar. And will
Isso,
also be
falei
celebrating
logo.
Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll see you there.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. You can try your luck there. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask, don't mention it. You'd better get going.
Alright, on to our next stop.
Agora vamos no sino. Falta só o sino, né? Ah, se não me engano, falta só o sino. A Vila Aru é do deserto? Nem sei se é, eu acho que é, né? É deserto mesmo. Não, não é esse lugar, não. Eu vou ter que teleportar lá pra cima. Eu não tenho outra escolha mesmo. Você é louco, teleportei dentro da pirâmide. Aí não. Aí não dá, não. Gatinho. Será
I
que...
see everything.
Não, claro que não, né? Claro que não.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino!
Quanto tempo? É, quanto tempo?
We recovered well, and Tainari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tainari is recovering well.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Esperando alguém?
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run in...
Roman! And... Huh?
Oh, you know?
Oh, well...
Don't worry, these are our friends.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good...
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new...
Oh, tell us it.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on...
I can see...
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the... She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, that is the true meaning of education.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Ataria is more... The stars have always guided caravans. Thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the...
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach it. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert... But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the academia's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss... My plan was able to go smoothly.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business.
Lesser Lord Kusanagi
Que
has allocated
enrolação.
many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanagi. I believe the people will make good...
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanagi, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom... I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nilu.
Isso, fale
Nilu wanted to
logo.
write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
Paimon thought you would only start working for the Academia after the feast.
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tighnari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to beat.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so I'll have to pass.
Ainda tenho muito pra lidar por aqui.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilou for me. The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful, so much so that it was prohibited. Please keep dancing, and someday I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
É isso, né? Agora é o banquete. É a 7. Eu não lembro. Não tem que mudar. Tem que mudar pra 19. É. Pronto. Agora.
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Vamos lá, né? Pera, o Steve não tá aqui ainda? Deixa eu ver. É. Ninguém deles tá aqui mais. É o que faz sentido, né? Tipo, né? Era pra ele estar lá, né? E ele não está lá agora. Eu vou fazer assim, eu vou teleportar aqui pra cima mesmo. Eu posso descer o caminho inteiro. De uma vez. Vamos lá. Meu Deus, onde é que eu... Eu sei, não é aqui. Tem que entrar na portinha. A portinha tudo embaixo. Bem aqui, ó. Não. Fui trollado. Fui trollado por mim mesmo. Acabei entrando na academia por engano. Agora sim. Agora sim eu tô no lugar certo. Eu gosto dessas portas que abrem automaticamente. Isso é muito legal, essas portas abrem automaticamente. Meu Deus, de novo. Que legal, tá todo mundo aqui.
I see everything.
O que a Nilo tá pensando? Nada também. Vamos lá.
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
I'm here.
Ó, tá todo mundo aí.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here!
Ah, não. O Paimon já tá com fome.
Whoa! It's so delicious!
Não vai mostrar Nilo dançando pra eles. Sério que não vai mostrar Nilo dançando pra eles. Pô, Mihoyo. Eu sei que você já fez ela dançando lá naquela parte, mas... Pô, mas uma não custava nada, né? Imagina uma cutscene mostrando a eles tudo. Uma cutscene... Oh, caralho. Uma cutscene mostrando isso tudo seria muito lindo.
Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover,
Tudo
judging from
sorte.
the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah. Everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part. And thanks to everyone's effort.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned. Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once seized all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically abandoned her because of it.
É grande desastre que resultou em perder toda a sua memória. Então quer dizer que... Então quer dizer que ela é Hulk Devata mesmo? Sei lá, não sei. Aquilo me deixou tão confuso.
This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru. And what did they do in return?
Que? Ah, tá. Ela não é a mesma pessoa. É porque esqueceram da Lorde Ruka Devata, verdade. Todos esqueceram a Lorde Ruka Devata. Não, não mantenha em segredo. Nossa, que ódio.
If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Nossa, que agonia. Ele vai guardar pra ele mesmo, só pra ele.
But their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
Talvez não devesse dizer isso, mas o tratamento da Lorde Kusanali por eles.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that a...
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
É.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day, just like I'm doing now.
Isso. Tente
Thank
sorrir.
you. I'll keep that in mind.
Não, ninguém fala. Ninguém fala nessa porra. É só NPC que fala mesmo. Não é possível.
Ah, there you... Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're... It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one... You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here.
Ué,
Almost like a fairy tale.
Você não vai falar sobre aquele bagulho não? Da Cetária ter mandado aquele aviso sobre a dança dela, sobre, sei lá, que realmente queria ver ela dançando, falando que recusou o convite porque tá ocupada, não sei o que.
Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves.
Ah, isso! Aí, ó, isso aqui que eu tô falando mesmo. Você conta a mensagem de Cetária pra
I'm
Nilo.
honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future, I would really like to invite her to one of my performances. I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now.
Exaltada? Como assim? Desculpa, gente, não sei o que é exaltada, eu esqueci.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good. No, this gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the act, that happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
É. Pera, olha a visão dele. A visão dele. Fica no braço. Não, na capa da roupa. Mas tem. Já a Cosanale não tem. Não tem. Não tem, como posso dizer. A visão. Porque ela é uma arconte, né? Então, tipo. Né? É o que faz sentido, imagino eu. A dona, no caso, é de um NPC, certo? Ah, esquece. E se eu tentar placa Nilo de novo?
Ah, there you are, Travel. Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast? That is the first time I've ever invited so many exceptions. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long...
Meu Deus! Eu tô repetindo a conversa. Caralho. Não quero repetir a conversa, não.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. What an amazing place to relax.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
Que porra é essa? E menos a conversa educada é mais comes e bebês. Comes e bebês, meu Deus. Ei, menos conversa educada e mais comes e bebês. Ah, a tradução tá meio errada. Deve ser comida e bebidas. O que ela falou de rígida?
My lady.
Ela falou alguma coisa de rígida.
You said it.
Eu acho.
Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and...
Ah, não sobre formalidades rígidas.
The atmosphere here is good, and everything is delicious. Yeah. I don't often come to such places, but it feels I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around. There's always next time. We're friends after all.
Que lindo ele falar isso. Sempre é uma próxima vez. Somos amigos, afinal de contas. Muito lindo eu ouvir isso do sino.
This feast is pretty good.
Esse banquete está excelente, eu gostei. Vai ter cutscene? Se tiver...
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop.
Nossa.
Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy. Of course, just wait here for...
Alguém está ali? Quem é?
It's me.
Olha ela! Kusanali. Do nada. Por que ela não aparece normalmente? Aí... Porque agora tá livre, né? Ela tá livre, ela podia aparecer aí.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in.
Ah, podia ter vindo normalmente.
Lately, I've been so busy dealing with
Ah,
all the
tá
fallout from
ocupado.
recent events, so I really
Faz
haven't
sentido.
had any free time.
Lidando com as consequências dos eventos recentes, que não tive nenhum tempo livre. Assim
Although
como...
you've already helped me with a lot,
Apesar de
there's
você já ter me
still
ajudado com muita
one more
coisa,
thing I hope you can
ainda
help
mais
me
uma
with.
coisa que eu esperava que você pudesse me ajudar.
Please say thank you to everyone for me.
Agradeço a todos. Isso.
Oh, is it not convenient for you to do that for me? But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't
Não
they?
vão não, não vão não.
What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the...
Isso, apareça, Kusanali.
Okay. Yes, I have.
E ela vai aparecer.
think everyone is myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the
Ah,
time
que
being.
filho da...
Please don't blame
Nossa.
me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
Ah, não. Que ódio. Eu queria que ela aparecesse aí, nossa.
Everyone!
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food.
It's me.
Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feat?
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to... Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you.
Que lindo.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be.
Muito bonita
We
essa
just did what
cena.
was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Ela apareceu? Período conversa exato continua até tarde até. Ah, mas não tá mostrando ela. Eu quero ver. Eu quero ver. Eu quero ver pelo menos uma cutscene final. Eu quero ver pelo menos uma cutscene final entre a Kusanali e geral. Com a Edley no meio. Aí vai ser muito bom. Ah.
Are you awake? Did you rest well?
Ah, acabou, que triste.
After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony. Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the Academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
Vamos até lá, né? Ué? Ah, tá pra reunir o pessoal?
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempt. If you really want to try,
I don't think it's entire things might turn out.
I am in favor of such. Sure, and I'm not. Anything is better than just standing.
I'm also.
Thank you, everyone.
Not to rain on your parade. He's you all when all.
That's enough.
Sorry, I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome.
Yeah, it's
You're right, Inaya.
Eu tô na missão errada,
We're up
né?
against the act, but I still, and it's not just me. I think say what's on your. I mean,
I understand.
then you can still get into. Yes. Then.
Eu acho que eu tô na missão
But
errada.
since we've just, I by
Puta
myself.
que pariu.
Right.
That's right. Beat the bad guy. Make him eat.
You two. We aren't getting into a fight, but thank you for your.
well said back there, Nilu.
Eu tô na missão errada.
I felt that I.
Meu Deus. O que eu tô fazendo aqui? Eu tô na missão errada, calma aí, gente. Desculpem, esqueça essa parte. Esqueçam essa parte. Não vai dar pra cortar porque os vídeos que eu faço de Genshin são grandes. Então eu nem edito porque demora pra exportar. Não, demora pra enviar pro editor. Não, né? Não, esse não é o problema. O problema realmente é editar esse tamanho de vídeo, porque eu tenho que exportar o vídeo e depois postar ele. Então é mais demorado possível ainda. E sem falar que vai cobrar mais espaço, por quê? Porque enquanto ele vai exportando, eu não posso apagar esse vídeo para ficar com memória suficiente. Então meio que não dá, sabe? Não dá. Tipo, é bem complicado. Não, tipo, a falta de memória até que não é tanto, não. Mas o problema é que, sei lá, é muito tempo. É muito tempo mesmo. Pelo tamanho de vídeo. Olha ela ali. Eu só não sei porque ela tá ali. Eu queria que ela ficasse em outro lugar. Mas vamos lá, né? É o lugar que ela fica, né? Na real.
Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy.
So are we. And that's why we're here to talk with you.
Is there anything you want to know?
Sobre isso que ela é moça.
He's still in a coma. I've hidden him
Ah,
now
ela
one
ainda está em
time.
coma. Caralho, tem em coma ainda. Eu escondi como alguém esconderia uma pluma.
I know you have many misgivings
Sei que
about
você
him,
tem muitos
but as
receios em
someone who
relação a
had
ele.
become a god,
Mas como aqui
he has
insiste
retained
do
a
nome de
number of
Deus,
very useful
ele
features.
reteve vários recursos úteis.
Don't worry,
Não se
I'll keep an
preocupe, eu
eye
vou
on
ficar de
him
olho
and make sure he doesn't do
nele.
any
Eu vou
evil.
garantir que ele não faça nenhum mal.
In addition, there is
Eita,
still
então ele
some
vai ter
mystery
redenção
surrounding him.
mesmo. Ele realmente
Some
vai ter
things may be
redenção.
very clear from my
Além
perspective,
disso, há alguns
but he
mistérios
is
que
still yet to
permanecem com
understand them
ele.
himself.
Algumas coisas que podem ser muito claras da minha perspectiva. Mas ele ainda deve entender sozinho.
His future will be
O
determined by
futuro
fate.
depende da sorte dele. Sobre a caixa.
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it
Não
used
pode mais
to.
funcionar como antes.
I've
Eu
given it
pensei
some
um pouco
thought,
decidido de
and
volta,
have
mas
decided to shut it down, but this is definitely not a bad
infelizmente não é
thing.
algo ruim.
Even from the
Desde o
beginning,
início,
I've been
quando
planning to
eu
shut it. The Akasha's centralized
administração
administration of knowledge has
centralizada
always restrained
do
people's
conhecimento
curiosity
pela
and
caixa
curtailed the
sempre
number of paths
restringiu a
available to them.
curiosidade das pessoas
I don't think this is
e
good for
reduziu o
Sumeru.
número de caminhos disponíveis a elas. Eu não acho que isso seja algo bom para o Sumeru. Eu concordo com a Kusanali.
people may initially
Mesmo
feel
que as
a
pessoas
little uncomfortable
inicialmente
with
se
the loss
sintam
of the
pouco
Akasha,
desconfortáveis
they will soon
com a
understand
perda
that
do
this life
Akasha,
is more suitable for them.
logo elas entenderão que essa vida é mais adequada para elas.
And as for the future of
E
Sumeru,
quanto ao futuro de
in
Sumeru,
preparing to
estou
regain
se
control of the
preparando para
Academia,
retomar o controle da
the
academia.
former sages have received their punishment,
Os antigos
but the
sábios
new sages have yet to be selected.
receberem suas
I will
punições,
oversee the process
mas os novos
personally.
sábios ainda serão selecionados e eu supervisionarei esse processo
I hope that the
pessoalmente.
new 6 great
E
sages will
espero
be
que a
more
nova
focused
geração
on
dos
academics.
sábios
Sumeru needs such
seja mais
leaders more
focada em
than ever.
educação. Sumeru precisa de tais líderes mais do que nunca.
The other big issue is
Por
the
outro
people
lado, o
of King
povo de
Desert.
Rei
All the residents
Desert
of the desert, in fact.
e até
They
os
have been mistreated
residentes
for
do
far
deserto
too
foram
long.
maltratados por muito
I've
tempo.
already taken some
Já
measures to
tomei
address this. It will take
medidas
some time to
correspondentes
rebuild everything,
irá
but no
levar
matter if
tempo
it's
para
culture,
reconstruir
friendship,
tudo,
or trust,
mas
we will
independentemente
rebuild it.
de se é a cultura da amizade ou confiança, nós vamos ter tudo de volta. Sobre o que aconteceu depois de ter dormido naquele dia.
You mean what happened after the doctor put you to sleep?
Ele pegou gnoses?
Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with... I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage
esse
against the
ponto
doctor.
como vantagem contra o doutor.
I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such
Eu
extensive damage to
adivinhei que
its
os
laws
principais
take place.
iniciais não ficariam quietos e deixariam um dano tão extenso acontecer às leis deles.
And as for what I
Quanto
exchanged
ao
for
que
the
eu
Gnosis,
troquei pelos gnoses,
the exchange served as
eu
both
troquei a
punishment for the
punição
doctor
pelo
as well
conhecimento
as
que
a
eu não
boon with
podia
new
recusar.
knowledge that I couldn't refute.
De sabedoria. Sobre Fontaine, a próxima parada é minha jornada. Eita, então a próxima é Fontaine mesmo? Fontaine. É, parece que Fontaine está sendo feita mesmo já. E depois do Fontaine só vai faltar uma região, certo? Ou duas. Não, pera. Falta Arconte Idol, Arconte Craio e Arconte Pyro. Então falta 3 regiões. Vai faltar só mais uma. Depois de Fontaine. Vai faltar só mais 2. Incrível. Não estamos tão perto do final de Genshin, mas tá bem próximo. Tá próximo, vai. Tá próximo. Deixa eu ver.
Is that where you're headed next?
Pra lá que você está
Fontaine,
indo.
the nation of justice?
A nação da justiça.
As far as I know, that nation operates in the judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No,
Okay.
there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydro Archon, Fossilor, won't present
Ah,
for
Fontaine é a
individual
Conte
trials.
Idol. Fontaine é a Conte Idol. Legal. Que bom, porque eu não queria. Porque, tipo, eu queria ver logo. Falar pra vocês, eu queria ver logo a nação de Idol, entendeu? A região de Idol. Porque eu tava ansioso, pensando, será que vai ser um lugar de bolha? Como é que será que vai ser, sabe? Tipo, fiquei pensando assim, como será que vai ser Agora eu já sei já. Não, agora já sei não. Agora já sei que vai ser o bagulho de idol. Então eu tô ansioso pra ver como é que vai ser. Vai ser incrível, eu acho. Entretanto, mesmo assim, o Calores ainda se fará presente em cada julgamento. Parece que ela gosta de ficar imersa nesse tipo de atmosfera. Como Arconte, ela ainda reserva o direito dela de influenciar o veredito final. Enfim, apenas digamos que ela tem uma personalidade bem expansiva. Já perguntei sobre a caixa, sobre o que aconteceu naquele dia, escaramuche. Não tenho mais nada a dizer. Você tem certeza? Ainda há algo que você não perguntou. Isso, Lumine. Isso, Lumine.
While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Mas nós dois viemos de além do mar de estrela. Não deveria haver nenhuma informação sobre ela na emissão.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Tevat? So there shouldn't be anything on him or his sister.
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However,
Sobre ela
there must be
tem?
something different about your
Caralho.
sister. Because as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
Ela deve ser alguém desse... Quê? A Lumine é alguém deste mundo? Que porra é essa? Mas ela e o Aether são irmãos. Como que ela é desse mundo? Não faz sentido. Só não faz. Só não faz. Como assim? Isso. Sempre viajou com ela. Não é possível. Sim, as informações não batem. Algo errado. Algo errado com a memória dele. Então quer dizer que ela sempre foi de David? Ou este mundo que fez algo... Sim, ou este mundo que fez algo com ela, talvez. Não faz sentido. Essa não devia ser a primeira viagem a David para vocês dois.
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Tevat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records,
Outra coisa que me preocupa é que, de acordo com meus registros, os fatores também classificaram sua irmã como um dos descidos.
What's a descender? Paimon's never heard of it.
Look, I'm sure
Vocês
you must
devem
be
estar
curious
curiosos
about the
sobre as
information I
informações que eu
received
recebi
from the
dos fatores
Fatui
de
in
troca
return for my gnosis. A very important
Uma
part of
parte
the
muito
intel was
importante
about
das
this world's
informações era
descenders.
sobre
external beings, ones that don't belong to this world.
Externas, que não pertencem a esse mundo.
Traveler, you
E
are
que você é o
fourth
quarto
descendant.
descido? Você é o quarto descido de David. Quarto descido de David. Mano. Então tem outras pessoas como a Eder Lumine.
Huh? So the Vitui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler? And his sister
Então,
isn't
de
even
acordo
one
com
of
os
them?
fatores, sem nem mesmo contar com a irmã de Yuki, já tiveram 3 outros. Sim, isso. Outros decida. Oh, caralho.
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy...
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you. There are many questions in
Interessante.
my heart as
Tem
well.
muita, vai ter muita
I
teoria,
need some
tenho
time to go
certeza.
through each one of them.
O mesmo aqui. Eu preciso de um tempo para refletir sobre o que vocês disseram.
And soon, you'll also
Sim.
begin your journey
E logo
anew
você
and
também
depart from
começará
Sumeru.
novamente a sua jornada e partirá de Sumeru.
I'm very interested
Eu
in your
tenho
future.
muito interesse
It's a
no seu
journey that can't
futuro.
be observed or
E uma
recorded
jornada
by
que
this
não
world.
pode ser observada ou registrada por este mundo. Eita, como assim? É uma jornada que não pode ser observada ou registrada por este mundo.
If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Afinal, seu futuro é o destino final. Eita.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine.
Eu que deveria
I
estar
can't thank you
agradecendo a
enough.
chegada de vocês.
Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dreams.
Caralho, mano, tanta coisa revelada e tanto mistério mal explicado. Não dá pra entender, sabe? Tipo, foi revelado tanta coisa e ao mesmo tempo deixaram muitas perguntas sem resposta. Acabou a história, infelizmente. Agora a pergunta é: acabou a história? Ou teremos mais na 2.3? Creio que sim. Por quê? Porque os Caramush vai vir. Então provavelmente ele vai aparecer. Tipo, vai ter uma história da gente conversando com ele e acusando ele, provavelmente. Bom, eu acho possível, mas talvez não. Bom, eu espero que tenha mais história. Tipo, na 2.3. Ou talvez tenha só mapa, mas eu espero que tenha. Então é isso, gente. Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. Eu vou terminando. Não, pera aí o negócio. Nossa, que interessante. Que interessante. Normalmente todos os NPC dá pra tentar ler. Da Kusanali não dá. Por quê? Porque ele é a própria Kusanali, então não dá pra ler. Não dá. Interessante. Ó, dá pra falar com ela ainda.
Is there anything you want to know?
Tem algo que você queira saber? Não.
And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew. I'm very interested in your future. If fate is
Ah, é só isso.
the pleasure is alright. That's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me,
Pera
just
aqui.
close your eyes.
Certo, chega de conversa por hoje. Se vocês sentirem minha falta, fiquem alerta. Talvez eu possa aparecer nos seus sonhos. Ah, ela não tinha falado não. Ou tinha, né? Não sei. É, só isso mesmo. É isso, né? Pera aí, vamos testar um negócio. Vamos sair e entrar pra ver se ela aparece aqui dentro. Porque, ao meu ver, nem Arconte aparece nas regiões. Tipo, a MiHoYo podia colocar um sistema de deixar os personagens em algum canto pra gente, de vez em quando, conversar com os NPC. E ter algum diálogo aleatório, sabe? Um pouquinho repetitivo. Sim, pra não... Porque não... Eu ficaria ter que colocando cada título cada vez. Não, cada mensagem. Sei lá, cada vez. Que atualizasse algo assim. Então, eu só podia deixar o NPC com algumas falas, sabe? Seria interessante. Tipo, a Yaka. Tipo, só os personagens principais, por exemplo. Vamos supor. Deixar. Deixar o Arraida na academia. Deixar Eu sabia, ela não tá mais aqui, viu? Ela não tá mais aqui. Bom, é isso, né, gente? Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. O vídeo vai terminando por aqui. Infelizmente acabou a história. Agora acho que eu vou farmar o resto pra Kusanagi. Farmar o resto. E é isso. Próximo vídeo vai ser de King Peace. Ou live, não sei. Porque eu não gravei nada sobre ainda. Eu acho que sim. Espero que tenham gostado. Nós estamos juntos. Falou. E até o próximo vídeo.